Hello YouTube, Dezibahn here. Welcome to another Let's Play B-17. We're gonna start a new game here just because, last time we played, we died, as usual. And it'll be the same with this one. We'll play B-17 until I meet my unfortunate end, which, of course, will happen. Alright, so we're doing the historical campaign. Got my random number generator here. So we'll do 1 through 4. It gives me 3. So we'll do them. And then we'll do it again. And we're them. So, right. 381st Group, 533rd Squadron. Not a bad logo setup, I guess. Crap. Not sure what I want to do as far as the plane goes. Okay, so, sorry. I actually just cut out a whole bunch of looking around. It seriously took me about 5 minutes to figure this out here. There. Done and done. Alright, and I've already, okay, I've already, did the, position selection off screen. I am going to be the top turret gunner. So, once again, alright. And, yeah. Alright, so, real quick, we'll just, swing by here and check out my crew. Alright, we've got Marzan, or no, Raphael Marzan, our bombardier. Fred Carter, our navigator. That's my dog walking around. Bill Stevens is our pilot. Co-pilot is Nick Sulla. There, of course, is me, the top turret gunner. Travis McKnight, a radio operator. Paul turret is manned by Wilhelm Kadalakowski. Okay, whatever. Dennis Moser on the left waist. Dave Dellis on the right waist. And Marco Schmokel manning our tail. Alright, let me real quick just look at my stats here. Okay, so oh good. First aid and technical is above average. So if someone gets injured, it'd probably be a good idea to send myself to help them. And if something breaks, I should be the one to fix it, which is good because that's actually, the top turret gunner was also the in-flight engineer. So if something broke, they actually were the ones who fixed it. Actually, it looks like I'm going to be the only guy, I bet, who has above average first aid. Oh no, our left waist gunner is also a good pick. Okay. So, moving on. Yeah, not sure why I did that. Okay, no mail. No, nothing. Check out the camel toe real quick. It's a fine looking plane, really. For now. Alright, and it should just be said, for the record here, that I have not played this in a very long time. Let's just say that. So, it is possible that I will have forgotten all of the keyboard commands, which this game relies heavily on. So yeah, I probably should have played a little bit before starting this Let's Play, just to get used to the controls again. Whoops. Alright. Alright, so yeah, I'll read this first. Sorry. We're going after the Brest Harbor again. I don't know why they insist on using incendiary bombs on a water target, but okay, whatever. Minimal fighter strength. Okay, so we might see some action, but for the most part it'll probably just be bombs, or flak, I mean. Brest Harbor used to transport material and personnel, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so it's not really a major target. Yeah, medium priority. Alright. Okay, so go ahead and sign off on that. And I'll check our recon film. Okay, if that right there is a safe estimate of the flak we're going to uncover, this should be easy. Alright. Easy enough. And, bear with me for 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and adjust the sound just a little bit. Okay, so, I just turned everything down a little bit. We'll check out our route here. Okay, so we take off. Okay. So we're going to take off and head straight down here, over the water. Turn just outside their fighter range, so we might encounter a little bit of aircraft combat right here. And then it'll be clear sailing from there. We might catch a flak shell from this, but probably not. Turn way down here, right through their flak defense, hit our target, which will be on the left. And then out of the flak range, turn and straight on home. So really, the odds of this going wrong are so low. So of course we're probably going to get shot down as soon as we get there, because that's just how we roll. Okay, and since everything is signed off and there's nothing else to do, we'll go ahead and get the show on the road. Okay, so that does that, that does that. Like I said, it's been forever.
Start engine.
Hey, I remembered it.
Master switch, on. Cowl flaps, open left,
okay,
open
so
right.
there's a lot of bombs right next to me. Fun. Okay. I could have sworn I turned the volume down. This still sounds loud as crap, so I apologize.
Master switch.
I swear
on.
there's absolutely nothing I can do to make this thing any quieter. Just use this hat switch, look around. It's above me. Okay, so I can't really look behind me, just see what's going on next to me and at an angle.
Master switch, on.
Alright. Okay, so this thing, of course, is the top turret. Unfortunately, the way the plane is angled, you do actually, like, I can't, try that again. The way the plane is angled,
Taxi to runway.
they do, like, the targets do have to be ahead and above you, not head, but they have to be kind of above you. Just because if they're coming straight on at you, they're going to be below this gun's line of fire. So that's kind of frustrating. However, if I can remember, yes, we do have 2,000 rounds of ammunition, and I also have I also have this, which allows me to transfer fuel out of the engine wing tanks and into a reserve. So if, for example, our left wing gets a puncture in the fuel tank, I can actually pump all the fuel out of the wing and transfer it into the other wing to hopefully let us get a little farther before we run out of gas. Of course, that probably won't happen because once you lose tunes, you tend to go crashing to the ground. And I do apologize for the sound of the motor. I swear I turned it down. I don't know why it's so freaking loud. Okay. And another interesting thing to mention here, historically, I don't know about those, but I know historically this gun was outfitted with a an interrupter, which was just a, I guess there was like a notch in the ear or something.
You are cleared for takeoff.
But the gun was basically designed so that it could not shoot when it was aiming at the tail. That way, you know, you didn't have to worry about your top gunner shooting your tail off. In this game, that is not the case. You actually can shoot while you're aiming at your tail, but you cannot actually hit your tail. So, there is that. It's not much of a... It's not like it's a fault in the game. It's just, you know, a little something. And of course, same thing with the propeller blades. Yeah, you can aim kind of through them, but you can't really hit them. Alright, so we are now airborne. And I'm going to spare all of you guys, you know, the next 15 to 20 minutes. And I'll be back when we are
Join formation.
heading underway. Okay, so we're back. You see our last plane is just now getting into formation. Assuming I wasn't paying attention to the timestamp when we took off, but yeah. Suffice to say, this mission started at 7 o'clock. So it's been about an hour since we first gave the call to fire up the engines.
Pilot, navigate.
There we go.
Heading 229. Repeat, 229.
And by the looks of it, we were already heading about that direction, because maybe not. This is the part that I always hate when you're first getting into your initial turn. Just because every plane is different, and everybody uses different throttle settings, and everybody sort of goes all batshit crazy in the middle of the turn. And I have actually lost like 3 or 4 planes at one time before we ever made it out of our airbase's airspace. Just because everybody decided to turn really sharp, and some people increased their throttle and some people didn't. and everybody just kind of ran into each other. It was a terrible event, and everybody died. However, it looks as though we have avoided that scenario. And so... No, we already have some P-47s taken off. Hey, guys. Okay, so, not gonna watch all that. Alright, so since we are now airborne and en route, we have quite a bit of flying to do. As you remember from our map, we were supposed to cross over the ocean. Not a drop of water to be seen on the horizon. So I am going to spare you guys miles. Why are we not? Okay. Say everybody else is sort of climbing faster than us. Alright, so I'm going to spare you guys having to watch us just climb above the clouds until we hit 30,000 feet and then fly forever until we hit the water. Instead, I'm going to do a jump skip right here. Okay, so it's been about a half hour or so since we started our mission, or our turn, you know, our travel. We've been traveling for about 30 minutes. I apologize. Earlier I said we'd be traveling at 30,000 feet. I was mistaken. We are just shy of half that. And there is water. And for some strange reason, as usual, our pilots are idiots and are flying with the cowl flaps open. Which means that our engines are, first off, they have to pull through a little bit of extra drag, and second off, they're not going to achieve their proper operating temperature, and sorry, it's really early. Yeah, the engines are not going to achieve their operating temperature, and are therefore going to be slightly less efficient and actually have the possibility of icing over. Which, by the way, if that happens, we're screwed. We pretty much have to shut down the motor, close the intercooler and cowl flaps, and pray that the engine melts fast enough for us to fire it back up before it just fails altogether. Like permanent damage. At least I think that can happen in this. I know they released a patch that enabled that to happen. It was kind of like an engine management patch. And I want to say that goodoldgames.com, which of course is where this came from, I want to say that they have the latest patch applied to the download. So, because I want to say the like I read the patch notes and it included a bunch of stuff like how like you can actually control like the intercoolers and the flaps and all that. It really made it more of a flight sim than a combat sim. And I want to say that I have played around with those features, thereby proving that it is the patched version, because otherwise it would not have those features. And I am now rambling. So, time skip! Okay, so I'm back. We are over the ocean, and we've got these dots in our sights, which might be our friendly escorts, or they might be enemy fighters flying just outside their range to intercept us. So I'm going to keep my eye on these guys. I actually just noticed them about a second before I started the recording back up. So, yeah. I was actually just poking around in the cockpit, just checking the engine stats, making sure everything's running okay, and the fuel levels are good and all that crap. Because after all, it is my job as the engineer guy to, you know, transfer fuel if needed. So these guys have been kind of approaching us steady on for a little while now, which leads me to believe they might actually be fighters, like enemy fighters. Just because our escorts don't tend to fly that far out. Yep, they're breaking off to attack. So there you go, minimal fighter escort, or yeah, minimal fighter coverage, and we are still being attacked. How do you like them apples? Really, I'm kind of surprised they are attacking. They're just a little ways out. Yeah, that's as low as I can go. They are actually a little out of our, not ours, but they're a fair distance away from their own airspace. Ah, shit. Okay, I don't think that's us. Someone just lost an engine. That thin, wispy ribbon trail of smoke. That's an engine gone. Okay, it wasn't us, it was someone below us. They just lost their motor though, so there's a very good chance they probably will not make it back to base. With one engine gone, you can fly. With two engines, you cannot. And, you know, they just survived one pass from enemy fighters, and we lost an engine. This is what I was talking about. They're just underneath my line of fire. And also, of course, you have to pay attention and try to not shoot down your other bombers as well. Always the fun stuff. And of course, you know, there's also the escort planes flying around up here. Just difficult all around. Modern warfare is so much more difficult. Or rather, so much easier. Stop shooting my crew, you piece of trash. Alright, and we did just lose a plane. By the looks of it, the guy... Pretty sure we just lost someone, though. I'll have to take a look after these guys are all dead and gone. Okay, and someone's passing out. Lovely. Just lovely. Oh yeah, that's one of our bombers hitting the ground. Let's see who it is. Okay, our tail gunner just passed out. Lovely. All things considered, that's actually probably one of the best positions we could have lost. Alright, you son of a bitch. there in a second. I got him a couple times. Damn it. What I want to do is get our left waist gunner to our tail gunner so he can patch him up. But I don't want to miss an opportunity to take this guy out. So hopefully our left waist gunner will take it upon himself to help him before he dies. Which doesn't sound like it's going to happen. Okay, and somebody else just passed out. Lovely. Yeah, they shot the crap out of us, so I'll definitely give them that.
1 o'clock high. Coming in.
1 o'clock? This is like 9 o'clock. So if we have bandits coming in from 1 o'clock high as well. Shit, there's another group?
At 11 level inbound.
If there's another group of bandits, we are in big trouble. Who else passed out? Oh, our left waster. I have no idea who's
What we do on it. I hate this guy. Fine, went right through.
Okay, I don't know what they're doing. But they are doing stuff.
1 o'clock level. Coming in.
So there is that at least. Damn it. Okay, well, so far so good. We still have all 4 engines running, at least. As much as I hate to say it, though, judging by the amount of aircraft going on right here, I actually think our escorts may have not made it out here. I think we might be flying alone. Okay, and I guess nobody's actually administering first aid for some reason. Come on.
Yeah, I'm looking at you now. Stop looking at me like that, will ya?
Alright, so our tail gunner is alive. Yeah, you get to him.
Hold on in there, I'm coming.
Give me something for the bag.
Get
I
it together
guess.
now.
Okay, yeah.
You're located. We need you, damn it.
I guess our radio operator is doing someone else's job. I don't see. I really hope that right there is a group of escorts. Otherwise, I'm really in trouble if we've got more enemies coming up from behind.
I'm okay.
I don't see any other targets. I'm just gonna keep my eye on these guys, I guess. That is the one thing I do not like about this particular flight position, is there's not an indicator telling you what direction you're facing. I think that would probably be the best addition to this turret, would just be like a, I don't know, like just like a ring or something right here that had a line indicating if you were facing forward or not. Okay. I'm going to be surprised if this is another group of enemies, just because to have encountered two groups so far out, that actually might not have been a second group of enemies. It may have just been that first squadron. There may have been two people attacking from different angles. But even so, to have been so far out of their territory, for them to be out here attacking us, it's just weird.
Pilot, out here. Okay, we're coming up.
Alright, so this is where everything can go horribly wrong. As I've mentioned in past videos, now that everybody's shot up, turning in formation becomes extremely dangerous because some people turn really slow now.
Pilot, out here. That's the way.
So fingers crossed. We're not over Germany yet, it seems. So we should not have too bad of a turn here.
Okay.
It's the really sharp turns that usually kill everybody. Alright, really hoping those guys are escorts, because this is going to be a bad day if they aren't. Check real quick. Holy crap, I am almost out of ammo. Son of a bitch. I guess I should probably focus on not emptying my entire weapon system at one plane. I have been kind of trigger happy here. Like I said, it's been a long time since I played this game. I seem to have forgotten some of the nuances, such as ammunition conservation. What's even worse is that I don't think I actually have a single kill to my name. The fact that these guys are almost level with us and not flying a little higher leads me to think that they are more. They do seem to be flying quite low now. They're not low, but it's slow. Which, if they are escort, then we really could have used them about 10 minutes ago. Yep, those are escort fighters.
Getting dizzy. Someone take over.
They're extremely late to the game, that's for sure. And our bombardier just passed out. So, awesome. I'm going to go patch him up.
Man down! I'll go to him!
Oh yeah, we took some good hits. That window's all busted. Pilots get hit.
Don't let me die. I got things to do. Okay, I'm here now. Let me see.
Don't see any gaping holes in my area, so that's good. Well, for me. Radio area seems well. Waste took some hits. And of course we know our gunner was hit. I'm just going to slap him around a little bit. And while I do that, let's take a look at our squadron. Yeah, there should be, I believe, a plane right around here that's not there. Yeah. We actually came out a little better than I expected. It looks like we may have only lost 1 or 2 planes. They lost their engine, so that's bad. If they catch any flack.
It's okay, guys. He's hit, but he'll be fine. Gonna be okay? Come on, let me get back to work.
Yeah, if this guy catches another engine out, like if some flak takes out one of his other engines, he's not going to make it back. The game has a very roll over and die persona. So, with a human pilot, you know, you can actually nurse one of these things pretty far on 2 engines. If we were to be facing the other direction and flying towards this land over here, me, as a pilot, as a terrible pilot, mind you, but with me piloting, I could probably make it back to that land and execute an emergency landing on 2 engines. The game, however, as soon as the second engine's lost, they pretty much just let go of the controls and watch the plane spiral downward into a horrible, fiery death. So yeah, it looks like they did they got a pretty good strafing run on that side there. Bullet holes peppered the whole way down. A couple on that side. Shit, they did take out. They shot up the wing a little bit. So that concerns me greatly that we might be losing fuel. So I'm going to check. First I'm going to make sure that I'm back in position. Alright. Now, I'm going to check out my co-pilot. No, okay, let's see. There we go. Good. Alright, so it looks like we're not losing any fuel. Or if we are, it's at such a slow rate that you can't really tell. Engines are all still pretty level. Oil pressure is, well, it's a little on the low end of the 6 spectrum, but temperatures are good. Okay, so everything is good, engine-wise, which leads me to believe that we should be good for now. So I'm going to go back to myself. And you can always tell when you're in dangerous airspace because the turret gunners just spin around like that. Alright, so having survived that terrible onslaught, we are going to... Sorry, I keep on forgetting that the microphone is right here, which is kind of off to my right. So I keep leaning to the right to speak, and then I forget that the microphone's right here, so I straighten up and get very far away from the mic. So I apologize for my voice fading in and out here. But as I was saying, having survived that initial wave, I'm going to do a little more time skipping, and we'll see what happens.
What's happening to me?
Okay, so I picked a great time to cut back in. Someone just passed out, and also we are just about to make quite possibly the sharpest turn in our flight plan. This is almost a 90-degree turn, and I'm really scared about what's going to happen. Usually anything more than 45 degrees tends to cause all of the, really the entire formation to just fall apart.
I'll help him.
Wait, who just passed out? Are ready to go? Where the hell? What? Oh, okay, this is the guy in our ball turret. Okay, I just want
I'm here, buddy. What's up?
to get out here and watch this turn happen from the outside. That way I can see just how bad this turns out to
Pilot,
be.
navigator. We're at the waypoint.
Alright.
Pilot, navigator. Pick up a heading of 290. Repeat, 290.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I estimated a 90-degree turn. I was just about there. It's a 100-degree turn. As you can see, this guy's drifting badly out of formation now. And, oh dear. Okay, he missed them. Everybody else seems to be alright. Just that guy.
Why won't you guys help me? I'm dying.
Now, we just have to worry about him taking someone out on his way back to his normal
Give me
spot.
something for the bag.
Look at me. Just try dodging him, man. Okay. Just got knocked out.
Okay.
Panic over. I'm okay. Let me get back to it.
Alright, and I would say that was a successful turn. A 100-degree turn with a shot-up formation of oversized, overweight bombers, and everybody lives. How's that for a fairy tale ending? Okay, so now it's just a short little hop, skip, and a jump to our target, which actually should be right over here in this little nook here. So, once again, we'll do a little bit of skipping ahead, all the way up until the flak starts coming in. Okay, so we're back. Still no flak, but I think we actually might be approaching our initial...
Pilot, navigator.
Yeah.
At the waypoint.
I believe we're actually about to start the run.
Pilot for Bombardier. Roger. I have
Yep.
the point.
Doors are open, which is good.
Bomb door is full open.
looks like everybody in my immediate vicinity also has their doors open, which is good. Nothing sucks quite as bad as your bomb doors jamming shut. Although it's also not that good when they jam open. I think they might actually interfere with the landing gear. I'm not sure though, I've never actually tried landing a plane with the doors open. Just because normally, you know, someone goes out there and shuts the doors. Considering that most of the trip back is nothing but damage control, usually someone has enough time to crank them shut. Alright, so I'm actually probably going to jinx myself here, but I'm really surprised that I haven't encountered any flak yet. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. As usual, my wife just called me. Telling you, one of these days, I'll make it through recording a Let's Play. My wife won't call. In all fairness, if I had been recording a Minecraft Let's Play, I would probably be done by now. And we would have completely overlooked that. Alright, anyway, so yeah, no flak. What's up with that, huh? Right, anyway, sorry. Okay, I can't tell. Sometimes the game fails to render the outside textures from here. I can't tell if they did or not because, oh no, yeah, you can see right below the mouse there's a little gap in the fin. You can see the ground flying away. So that's cool. Let's see what he's doing. On par. I'm going to try, for the most part, to be relatively hands-off on the Bombardier for this one. Just because I'll be doing that when I'm in that position. If I haven't already been in that position. Have I already? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look through the old backlogs now. That said, I genuinely cannot remember if I've been in a Bombardier position in a Let's Play. Which actually makes me realize that it's been a little over a year now since I've actually been doing all these Let's Plays. I never even realized. Huh. Go figure. I'm not even sure how many videos I have uploaded. I'll have to look and see. Alright, this has got to be a fluke or something. Alright, yeah, we are well into their flak territory now. They should be shooting at us. Yeah, like, the fact that they're not shooting at us is very weird. I mean, like, from a logical standpoint, I can't even figure it out. Like I could see if, yeah, we snuck up on them. Yeah, they just didn't have time to get prepared. There it is. I was gonna say, like, that just... Like, at first you could say, oh yeah, well, you know, maybe they just snuck up on them. But... like, there's no way. Because they were able to scramble the squadron of fighters to intercept us. So they're like, we did not sneak up on them by any means. They saw us coming a mile away. Oh, that was bad. That one went off right below us. I'm thinking everybody inside that tail is gonna be hurting. Once again, you heard my dog scrambling around there. Fun fact, the place that we are moving, I believe, has carpet in it. Which means, my dog's nails will not be going click, click, click. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and grab this guy and have him put that out. Because much like the first aid, people in this game tend to wait until the absolute last minute to put things out. Do things. And I, for one, don't really feel like watching my plane burn up because these idiots refuse to do their job. Holy shit! Ah, no. Please tell me my escorts are over there. Okay, those might be my escorts. Really hoping that's my escorts because, okay, they are. I did not mean to stop the mouse right at that point. I was about to panic though. All this flak and on the bomb run and... No. What? Okay, those are my escorts, who surprisingly are not getting shot down flying through this field. That might be another group of escorts. I'm not going to stop to check again. If you move your mouse all the way to the right side, I'm sure I've mentioned this previously, it'll pop up a little list of all the squadrons in the air. I did that accidentally a second ago, and it looked like I only had myself and then 2 escort squadrons. Okay, we are almost at our target.
On the way.
Really? Already? Something tells me we're going to miss terribly. Alright, so here is our target. Wow. Really, guys? Yay! Alright, so we just lost, 1 plane and 10 lives. So we could blow up some fish. What's even better is they were incendiary bombs, so they didn't even burn the fish.
Really fast.
Way to go, you idiots. Our bombardier needs to lose his job. Okay, so I thought we were supposed to have minimal or like moderate flak coverage. What the hell is up with this? This is a lot of flak. Our tail is getting pretty banged up there. I don't have a whole lot of room to complain though, because look at this guy over here. His whole wing is falling apart. I am having very strong doubts about that guy's ability to make it back to base. Oh, that was not good. Hey, I think we're out of it. Alright, so that was a,
Calm down, man. Come on, we can get through this. Just calm down.
it was a gigantic failure of a mission.
Holy man. I'm back now. Panic over.
And somehow the radar operator, or the radio operator, is still just absolutely peachy. Not a scratch on him. Oh, no, more flak. Ah, just when you thought it was safe. This is a small flak though. That somehow managed to still hit us pretty good. Okay, yeah, we are, we've seen better days. It looks from here like our wheels are still in one piece though, so that's very reassuring. That's one of the real big problems with flat fields is if something goes off under you, it can really tear up your wheels, which makes landing pretty difficult. Myself and put that fire out.
Fire's out.
Alright, it looks like our pilot and co-pilot both have the opportunity here to be injured, so hopefully neither of them pass out. Surprisingly, our engines are still running very well. It doesn't look like the engines have actually taken any damage. And same with our fuel. Fuel looks to be very even, which I'm quite surprised by that. For us to have flown through all that crap, damage, and not be leaking any fuel is quite surprising. Alright, so now that we're out of the shit, I think we've got one more turn, and then it's just a straight shot back home. So I'm going to skip ahead until we hit that turn, and then I'll probably skip ahead again until we're on our way and landing, unless something interesting happens.
Yeah, I'm here now. What's up?
Okay, so as soon as I stopped the video, my pilot promptly passed out. Or my co-pilot. So yeah, that's exciting. See his little heads disappeared out of the cockpit there. Along with the my character in the ball turret, who has also disappeared because he's helping the co-pilot. Since I've got the only, well, one of the only two medics on board our plane, apparently.
Hey, buddy, come on, wake up, will ya?
Thanks, guys. Okay.
Alright, and there's our co-pilot back alive. And it looks like I'm already back in the turret as well. So.
Pilot, it's out here. Okay.
Oh, well, good timing. Here's praying nobody passes out again. When the pilot passes out in the middle of a turn, that usually ends badly. Because there is a brief delay between the pilot passing out
We're at the waypoint.
and the co-pilot noticing and taking over.
Pilot, navigator, take up a heading of 351. Repeat, 351.
Alright, so after that flak, everybody's just going to be everywhere, I'm sure. Yeah, you can see right through his wing. That was actually a very, very smooth turn, considering the condition of our squadron. Alright. And then from here on, it should just be the French coast. No. From here on out, it should just be a straight on till morning shot back to the home base. So with any luck, I'm going to do a quick time skip, and when I come back, it'll be like 11 or 12 o'clock. Give or take. Okay, so I just had a quick pause there, and yeah, now I am passed out, and my pilot is passed out. So I'm going to grab my bombardier real quick to desperately try to patch up the pilot, and my radio operator is desperately going to try to patch me up. Really hoping we get this guy back alive quickly, because if something happens to my co-pilot now, I'm seriously in trouble.
Where's the tank?
Not a whole lot of people tend to be qualified for the pilot. Oh yeah, I forgot. Because I am unconscious, right here in the corner, that's my foot, they have to drag me into the cockpit in order for me to receive medical attention.
Okay.
Because they can't really do anything. Because this right here is literally like just like an I-beam of iron. And there's some hand ropes there. So yeah, they really, there's not enough room here to do anything to help me. They have to literally bring me here into the cockpit area to patch me up. So yeah, I forgot about that. I'm really glad they made it to the pilot before they made it to me, because that would suck. I do not have any priority over the pilot. Also, I have no idea how good Travis McKnight is at first aid, so here's hoping I am not too badly injured.
Okay, guys, nothing here.
Okay, then. Let's get back to work.
Alright, hopefully the next time I pass out, I'll be in a casual enough situation to be able to have our left
Pilot, navigate.
take care of me.
Okay, turn coming up.
Oh shit, there's another turn. I did not know that. Now I am scared. This might be a sharp one. And if this is a sharp one, well, as usual, there's a pretty big chance for chaos in the skies.
Pilot, navigator, we're at the waypoint. Pilot, navigator, new heading is 054. Repeat, 054. Okay.
60-degree turn, that's a little sharper than I'm comfortable with, given the condition of all of our aircraft. Oh dear, he's falling out of formation quite badly now. everybody made it for the most part. Wait for that guy to get back in formation to make sure. Alright. Well done. Okay. And we've still got two escort squadrons with us. The P-50, or no, P-49s. P-47s. They're probably going to be breaking off soon. I'm sure they're probably running out of fuel by now. And then we've just got the P-38s, which are these guys over here. Which is actually usually how these missions tend to go. The 47s will take off with you and escort you up there, and then the 38s tend to escort you back home. Although I don't know why they escort you back home, because usually they meet up with you, like here-ish, around the ocean. And yeah, there don't tend to be too many Nazis randomly flying around in the ocean. Once you've dumped your payload, they tend to kind of forget about you. Okay, so final run homeward. Once again, time skip will happen now. Okay, so we're back. I was actually right. It was about 12:30 now.
Orbit and wait for landing clearance.
2.5 hours of flying there, during which the co-pilot passed out once again, and was promptly patched up by me this time, someone who actually has a pretty good skill in medical. So now, as usual, the formation is splitting up and dropping down to a lower altitude so we can wait for landing clearance. It's always a little concerning. The engines always sound very, very clattery once you drop down. Oh, and on a surprising note, as you may have noticed right when I came back here, the guy who has the wing that's shot the shit and the engine that's out actually made it so far. He's still there. There's no guarantee, though, that he's going to make it all the way down the landing. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but in the actual, like in the original, not original, during these missions in the actual war, planes that were, let me see if I can remember what it is. I think it's planes that had wounded crew received the highest landing priority, of course based on the severity of the injuries. And then
I'm getting dizzy. Someone, take over.
And then, oh crap, that's the pilot. That's not good. We do not want the co-pilot trying to land.
Help me! Oh God, help me! It's bad, isn't it?
Can we all try not to get shot, please?
But yeah, if I'm not mistaken, planes that had injuries were granted the highest priority for landing based on the severity of the injuries, followed by planes that were damaged, again, based on severity of the damage, and then everybody else. And if I'm not mistaken, they actually had markers, like flares, that they would drop to indicate, for example, wounded crew members. I believe they would drop a red flare to indicate that there were medical emergencies on board. Or something like that. I could be completely mistaken, but I want to say that's what I heard. Hooray, our pilot's alive.
Thank you, guys. I'm okay.
And just in time for our engines to overheat. Because once again, the computer pilots are idiots and have no idea about proper engine maintenance. I actually think that was one of the things they added in the patch, was like the cowl flaps and the intercoolers and all that. I think they added the functionality, but did not incorporate it into the AI, which is why, for the most part, the AI will just leave the cowl flaps open at all times.
You are cleared for landing. Runway 1.
And barely ever mess with the intercoolers, which causes the engines to run very cold at high altitudes and then very high at low altitudes, which is why they were spewing smoke there. And something must be up, because they never grant my plane high priority. I actually think we are the first guys going in for a landing. Yeah, we're gonna be the first guys on the ground. So the severity of my crew's injuries must be really high, because normally the game does not prioritize things like damage or injuries. I've actually had my plane crash while orbiting just because, you know, we were not granted clearance in time. Alright, so I'm gonna keep my eyeballs outside of the plane, just because where my guy is positioned, it's really hard to see the landing. Alright, so all of our gear is down, which is good. That was my big concern. Once again, being where I am, it falls on me to crank the gear down by hand, which was not needed, because somehow we made it through. Flaps are down. Flaps, they got some damage on them. Not too bad though. Alright. And our gentle turn. Oh, lovely. That's probably one of the better landings I've seen. Very well done. And we have survived. Against all odds. Alright, so
Good landing to hard stand.
I am going to go and grab another cup of coffee while these guys taxi on to their hard stand and power off. I am, however, going to let this run its course, just because landings can always get very interesting if someone has damaged landing gear or fails to come down, or their pilot passes out in the process. You can have some pretty interesting landings. I've actually seen people stall out on the runway and then have another plane land into them. And of course, you know, if landing gear is damaged or whatever, you can go careening off the runway into the grass. And if multiple people have the same sort of damage like that, you can, once again, land into each other. So I'm just going to let these landings play out their course, just in case something like that happens. I'm not going to record it all, because I'm sure it'll be quite boring for you guys. So yeah. Watch this guy come in just to make sure he's okay. That was a bad landing. That's exactly what I was talking about. See that right there? He looks like his landing gear must not have come down. Yeah, that was a bad landing. Either his landing gear did not come down, or they just came in at too hard of an angle and clipped their wing. Judging by the angle that he's sitting at, though, it looks like his gear didn't come down. They did not, however, explode, so that is a good bonus. They may have actually survived that. Hopefully nobody else does the same thing, because that would be bad. They'll probably die. Alright, so, right. I will be back if that happens again. Okay, so, I don't know if you just saw that little trail of smoke. Someone just crashed way over there, that little speck just above the cursor. Not sure what happened, like I said, went away from the computer to refill my coffee cup. So, don't know if they hit hard. I mean, clearly they did because they exploded. So that's probably going to be another loss as far as crew goes. So that sucks. Make it all the way through the mission, and once again, like I said, I mentioned earlier, to go down while orbiting for clearance. Alright, so once again, I will be back either at the next horrific accident or whenever we're done and debriefing. Okay, so I'm back. I actually made a small mistake. I got confused on my recording, not recording thing, and ended up not recording what I meant to record and recording what I meant to cut out. Once again, this is not the first time I've done that on this game, so I'm going to have to really start watching myself. Didn't really miss anything, just the powering off the engines. Nobody else really crashed or anything. So we're going to... I did, unfortunately, already go through the briefing. So, or the debriefing I went through. So this is now for the next mission. So we skipped all that, unfortunately. We did only lose one plane who actually crashed in friendly territory. And a whole bunch of people, well, we got 4 people awarded a Purple Heart. 3 of them are off the plane with medium injuries. As being, well, I'm not sure who's... The 4 injuries were Schmokel, okay, well, it's not telling me anything else. Maybe it's in the outtray. Okay, yeah, it's in the outtray. The Purple Hearts were awarded to Marzan, Schmokel, Sulla, and Katilikowski. Hey, wow, I actually got that right. Nice. And also, Technical Sergeant Ibon, received a Bronze Star. Yeah, Bronze Star. And that is because in our first mission, we shot down 1 enemy. Rather, I shot down that 1 enemy, a BF-109. So, yeah, we completely missed our target. Of course, we knew that already. And yeah, I got a Bronze Star for being the guy who shot down the BF-109. And also probably because I patched up everybody a bunch of times. So yeah, Sala received a flesh wound and is still on board. Everybody else, however, is off the plane with minor injuries. And should be back soon enough. Crap. Okay, so it's already been repaired because I saved, and I actually turned the game off and then discovered after the fact, while I was getting ready to edit all the videos together, that I screwed up. So, sorry. But yeah, suffice to say, the plane didn't look that good, and you saw it. You all knew. Alright, so our Bombardier will be back in 15 days, 14 days. Nope, returned aircraft. Ball turret gunners out again, 15 days. Tail gunner is out again, 15 days. I'm actually thinking real quick before I get on anything here. I'm going to see if any of these guys are terrible. Ball turret gunner. You know, I don't want this guy back. No offense to him, of course. Just, you know, he's average gunnery and below average on first aid, and he's terrible at technical skills. So I don't really need him. So we're going to assign him to ground duties. So he will not come back. Alright, I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Alright. Our Bombardier. Whoa. Alright, Bombardier. I want the Bombardier. Bombardier, definitely, because he's actually, try that one more time. Our Bombardier actually can do everything on the plane. If it says none, then they obviously have no idea what they're doing and probably shouldn't do it. But this guy, I mean, he's poor at navigation, but he actually can navigate. And same thing with everything else. He's at least average or below on everything else. So he's definitely worth keeping. Alright, so there we go. There's that. Alright, and yeah, once again, sorry for cutting out a little bit. You didn't miss much. And, right, I'm going to go ahead and end this here. So guys, I want to thank you once again for watching, and we'll see you next time.